You ever notice how life saves up all its weirdest, wildest moments for the exact second you let your guard down? I mean, picture this after years bouncing through old trailers, bad motels, and more busted transmissions than I care to admit. I finally landed what felt like my family's promised land. 6 acres of Colorado dirt. No HOA, no Stepford wives peering over white picket fences, just wide open sky and the promise of peace. Or so I thought. The first morning sun breaking through the pines, I parked the battered Ford at the top of the drive, kill the engine, and just let the silence settle. Emily's sitting next to me, tired eyes, but she's smiling for real. Jake and Ella glued to the window like we'd moved to Disneyland, not some wild patch of hill country. I probably looked the same way, to be honest, just drinking it all in and thinking, yeah, maybe we finally made it. Moving days chaos, but good chaos. The kind that smells like old cardboard and new beginnings. Arlo shows up with the truck, big white boxy, grinning like a wolf. He and I served together overseas, so we get to trading jabs as his crew starts tossing boxes labeled Dad's Garage Crap and Kitchen Open first onto the porch. Jake, who's usually glued to his computer, is filming the whole thing for his YouTube channel. Kid's got a tech knack I'll never understand, but at least he's not sulking. Emily's already plotting out the herb garden. Ella's chasing dragonflies through the tall grass, and I'm thinking, hey, this is what happy's supposed to feel like. Of course, that's when the trouble starts. Right about 45 minutes in, I see dust rolling up from the road. A brand new, shiny black Jeep, way too pretty for the country, comes flying up the gravel and screeches to a stop like it's about to go off a cliff. The door slams, and out steps this woman picture perfect, not a hair out of place. Ironed blouse, lips pressed into a razor-thin line, and a clipboard she wields like a medieval weapon. 2 guys climb out behind her, both sporting those matching security polo shirts and enough gym muscle to make a linebacker jealous. She comes striding up, barking before she even gets close. You can't park that truck here. This is community property. You're blocking the trail access. Where's your permit? I just lean back and take a slow breath like I'm watching a movie. Morning. This here's my driveway, ma'am. The property line's the creek. Your HOA ends where those cattails start. She barely blinks, waving a folder of bylaws like it's the gospel. All vehicles exceeding 10 tons require advance approval from the committee, 72 hours minimum. I'm trying not to laugh. I'm not in your HOA. That gets her. She looks at me like I just confessed to murder. One of her security guys steps up, puffing his chest. Sunrest Estates rules apply here. All moving must comply. I shake my head, calm as you please. This land was deeded independently, no covenants, no restrictions. My lawyer would have skinned me if I missed that. She tries again, voice quivering now. You didn't notify the board. That's an infraction. I say, there is no board. Not for me. Arlo appears around the corner, all quiet muscle, wiping his hands on a rag. Everything good, Trev. Yeah, just a jurisdictional misunderstanding. The woman steps up closer, real close, voice icy. If you want to be part of this community, you'll follow our standards. Emily appears holding Ella's hand, giving me the look she used to give in Afghanistan. One that says, don't escalate. I raise my hand steady. Ma'am, I don't care what imaginary line you drew. This land is mine. That truck's legal. You've got no say. One of the goons starts filming on his phone. The other cracks his knuckles. The woman's whole vibe changes. She's not backing down, just plotting her next move. This isn't over, she spits. No, it isn't, I reply. They leave. Arlo mutters about HOAs being the new plague, but I can feel it. This is only round 1. Next morning, they're back, same black Jeep, but this time the muscles got fake Sunrest security jackets. They park at the end of my drive and start shouting, final notice, move the truck, or sign compliance. I step out, Jake peeks from the porch. I give him the nod to stay hidden. Sign what? She waves a clipboard, agreement to HOA rules or you'll be cited and fined. I look at the two meatheads. These, your enforcers. They got badges. They don't need credentials. They're ensuring compliance. I laugh. Not how the law works, lady. Not on my land. One of the goons gets too close to Arlo. Bad idea. I step in, tell him if he touches my rig, he'll regret it. Emily runs up worried sick. I raise my voice just enough to carry, "You're trespassing. You're intimidating my family, and you're interfering with a federal veteran relocation leave now." The big guy moves, so I grab his wrist twist, put him on the ground before he knows what hit him. His buddy tenses up but freezes when I draw my sidearm just low, not aiming, just letting him know I'm not bluffing. "This is legal," I tell them, "and if you move toward my wife or kids, I'll defend them." That's when Karen, yeah, I learned her name by now, starts screaming, "He's got a gun. Call the police. He's threatening us." Jake's filming from behind the porch column. Arlo's just watching, dead calm. I release the guy's step back, weapon still low. Tell them to leave or wait for the cops. Karen's barking into her phone about hostage situations and unstable veterans. They wait it out, acting like the police are their buddies. Sirens roll up soon after a couple of sheriff's cars and deputies who look like they'd rather be anywhere else. Karen's waving her clipboard, shrieking about me threatening her staff. I keep my hands visible, step off the porch slow. "No problem, officer. I called about trespassing and intimidation 20 minutes ago." Sheriff steps up older, sharp eyes, not a fool. Checks my ID, hears my story. Karen's foaming at the mouth. "Why are you listening to him? He's dangerous." Sheriff waves her off. Takes my body cam footage from Jake. "Yep, my kid's got angles on everything." Deputies review the tape. Watch me warn, defend, never escalate. Arlo and Emily give their statements. Karen tries to shout them down. Finally, the sheriff turns to her. "Ma'am, you've got no jurisdiction here. This land isn't under your HOA. Your security team's not licensed. You're trespassing." Her face goes sheet white. Her goons start to sweat. The sheriff cuffs them for questioning trespass, intimidation, child endangerment. Karen's hit with attempted coercion and submitting false claims. As they drive away, Emily squeezes my hand. Jake slips me a thumbs up, and I know this ain't over. Not by a mile. Just a week later, the next strike comes, this time paperwork. I get a zoning violation email courtesy of Sunrest Estates, claiming my driveway crosses into a community-managed buffer zone. Their evidence is a doctored map, all fake boundaries and color coding, but I've got the real survey framed in my office. My county contact, Donna, confirms that my survey's solid, theirs is hot garbage. Same day, I get a community action petition in the mail, supposedly 40 neighbors wanting to ban commercial-level vehicles from community-adjacent roads. The language is soft, but it's clearly aimed at me. Jake the sleuth digs into the file, finds half the signatures are fake addresses from vacant homes or people who died years ago. He even finds the document was edited by Karen herself. Emily rolls her eyes. She's not even hiding it. We compile the evidence file complaints, and my lawyer friend Greg drafts a cease and desist. That's pure poetry, courteous but lethal. Then it gets personal. Middle of the night, our flagpole is torched. American flag, burnt cinder block at the base, scrawled, "Pick a side, this ain't yours. Cops say it could be a hate crime depending who did it." But Jake's new trail cam catches the perps. 2 teens, one is Caleb Henson, whose dad sits on the HOA board. Deputies pick them up that same day. Story goes viral when Jake posts the footage. Even local news runs it. Karen tries to distance herself, posting some bland, "We condemn this behavior" note, but the damage is done. Neighbors start bringing muffins, flags, even apologies. Court day is wild. Karen's in her Sunday best lawyer at her side trying to argue they were just preserving community standards. Judge isn't having it, lays out the fake maps, the forged petition, the arson, and finally Karen's own words about protecting the neighborhood from his kind. She's suspended, sanctioned, ordered to apologize and pay restitution. The teens get probation and community service. Their parents face civil claims. The sheriff tells me to get better cameras. I do, plus a new steel flagpole and a couple motion lights for good measure. After all that quiet returns. No more SUVs circling, no more clipboard armies. The neighbors who matter swing by with food and real conversation. One old lady even brings pie and apologizes for signing the petition without reading it. Jake's YouTube blows up. Now he's helping other kids expose HOA nonsense across the state. One night as the sun dips low and the grill's sizzling, Arlo rolls in blasting bad to the bone. Emily's laughing, Ella's dancing. Even the deputy stops by with a six-pack off duty this time. We hang a wooden sign by the gate, just a simple warning, private property. Don't mistake my silence for consent. So yeah, we won our little war, and I'd do it all over again. But you know what? I got a feeling there are plenty more battles like this all over America. Maybe you're fighting one right now. Let me know below. Where do you stand on HOA's property rights and standing your ground? Drop a comment, share your story, and let's see who's really keeping score out here.